It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man. And man, say the best guest for last, man. Like, he's been like super excited. I don't think this date could come any sooner. He's been posting on social media like, yo, I'm excited about being on Fusion Radio, and we're excited about having him, man. It's our brother, man, Quano Guapo, man.
For sure, for sure.
So, man, Quano Guapo is in the building with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys, man. The name Quano Guapo, man, very unique, man. I know you got a story behind that, man. What's that story?
All right, so how did I get that name? All right, so I was chilling. I was dating this girl, and I was just out. I was chilling with her, some of her friends, and at first my name was DKG. At first, a lot of people don't know that. That was a lot of, but like the people that actually know me, that what they know me by, DKG. And that's really my name, like my actual like initials. So, like I'm like DKG, I'm like that don't sound too, too cool. And then it also was another artist named DKG that had more exposure than me, a lot more exposure than me. So my name is Daquan. So I kind of like took Quan, took the last letter of Chicago, and then just put Quano, right? And I did the same thing with Guap because like in this industry, of course, like we doing it for the love of the music, but it's also to get money too. It's also to get money. So Guap and then the same routine, Guapo.
So when did you really sit down and be like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to make music.
So I was like on and off like making beats since I was like 13, right? My cousin taught me how to make beats, and I ended up getting a laptop, and I was making music on like a webcam mic, you know.
We all gotta start from somewhere.
I was making music on a webcam mic, you know what I'm saying? But I never like released it or nothing. But then like I got with this group called PCE, and that was really made me want to start taking it seriously because I saw how my cousin and I saw how that group was moving. Like they was getting some traction. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And they brought me into their studio. They brought me in, and I recorded my first song with them called Charged. And then it was just like I was just making my own beats and recording myself since then, like my own engineer, my own beat maker, like, you know. So I just do everything on my own. I do it for the love of it.
That's cold though, cause see, a lot of people, like certain people do one or two things, but a lot of people don't do like everything by themselves. A lot of people don't start from scratch. All right, I'm gonna make the beat, then I'm gonna make the lyrics to the song. You feel me? Write that out, then I'm gonna record myself at the same time. That's cold though, to be able to do that. That's really hard though. That's not easy.
Yeah, and then also look, imagine booking a studio session, right? Mm-hmm. At a studio, like it's an actual booth, right? And you gotta run in and out the booth to record yourself.
That's definitely hard though.
So I'm doing all that mixing, mastering myself, like, and paying for hours. So now I don't do that no more. Now I work at Firehouse Studios. I'm an engineer. I work with a lot of big artists, you know. Also, I'm an engineer for sure.
So, okay, so for the people that's not really familiar with what an engineer does and what an engineer is, could you explain to the people like what's an engineer?
So an engineer is supposed to record your music and mix and master, make it sound perfect your sound. And I feel like a lot of engineers, they'll just record you and not even mix it. You know what I'm saying? And now your voice just sounded like anything. Now people can't even swim in your music or feel your music the way you want them to feel it.
Most definitely. Like I was just talking to like I was talking to bro earlier. A lot of producers, well, not even producers, a lot of engineers make you sound how they want you to sound, or they really don't care about the music enough or care about you enough to make you sound a certain type of way. Like you just said, a lot of people will record your music and not even mix it. They'll just record it on top of the, like, you feel me? They'll record it and not even really do nothing to it.
Yeah.
They'll just record it.
You gotta touch the plugins.
Exactly.
You gotta touch the plugins.
You gotta
And
touch
there's
the plugin.
a lot of plugins that you can use to just perfect your music.
And even that, matter of fact, I want to expand on that because a lot of people don't even know what plugins is. Like, I had to explain to my homie and them, like, because I got my own little studio at the crib.
Mhm.
And then, but see, the producers I work with, I'm actually locked in with them. So I get to do certain things like send me my presets and stuff like that. So when I record at home, I already got a preset of how I want to record because most of my songs, I ain't going to say they sound the same, but I want to sound a certain type of way on the song. You feel me? Everybody got their own type of style and their own type of way of doing it. So I'll be trying to record other people and they be like, man, why bro, them stuff don't sound like how yours sound? And ooh, because I be having to explain it to them like, this preset is for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's not for bro them. Yeah. So like you trying to record on my preset, it ain't gonna sound right because I gotta be able to touch up the plugins and make you sound a certain type of way.
And make it to your voice, make it according to your voice.
Exactly. Sure. And people don't understand that's the difference in between your song being great and your song not really doing what it's supposed to because you gotta be able to touch them plugins a certain type of way to make you sound a certain type of way.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the crazy part about it, Brian, though. Like a lot of people don't understand that though.
But you know what you just did? You just put them up on game. Both of y'all just put them up on game, man. So it's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson with YTS Keys, man. A homie, Quano, Guapo, man, is in the building, man. So what I want to do is, man, is build on you musically, man. And let's talk about, man, personal, professional goals, man, that you have for you and your music.
So, of course, just keep evolving as an artist. Just keep tapping in, and just keep being consistent. Right now, I don't really have no like specific goals, like you know what I'm saying, like no long-term goals. But like I want to meet, I for sure want to reach more views, reach more audience, and that's for sure the plan.
That's what's up, man. Describe your sound and style to someone that's hearing you for the first time.
So I'm pretty much versatile. I could do melodic. I could do rap. A lot of times, like my songs come by just be freestyling, like just be in the studio just freestyling. So that's how a lot of my songs come about. I just freestyle.
Talk to us about, man, your single, man, Big Dog.
Big Dog. So I was going through some stuff like at the beginning of the year, and I recorded this song at home, so the quality might not sound there, but like I was going through some stuff like some BM problems, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like however, like aside from that, like I was able to make it to Lyrical Lemonade, still do shows, still be able to, you know what I'm saying, dip and dab out of my reality life and go to the studio and rap about it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I let it out.
It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man, and our guest, man, Quano Guapo, man. So I want to jump into, man, you sort of alluded to it as far as the record with Big Dog, man. Parenting, man, you a young dad, man, got this awesome daughter, man. Talk to me about fatherhood and just shout out your daughter and what she does from a memory standpoint to make you smile every day.
For sure. Man, my daughter, her name Dakara, man. She just the prettiest little thing, just so smart. She shocks me. She's only 1 year old, right? And she could already like go on her tablet, press the skill button, go to her own little YouTube videos, like just looking at stuff like that and watching her like watch Emma and Coco Melon just learning stuff. She could trace, you know what I'm saying, letters now. You know what I'm saying? Like just seeing stuff like that just made me proud, and you know what I'm saying? It softened me up.
Well, man, I want to tell you something. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had a guest. I know she hasn't turned 2 yet. Your daughter hasn't. But you know there's this thing called a terrible twos. That's what parents definitely regret when they child turns 2. And we had a personal story about how
she gets started.
How the guest actually, the mom told the daughter that she couldn't go do something until she ate her food. And I never cease to amaze me that we always have a story about chicken nuggets or something when it comes to the terrible twos.
Yeah.
So she steps out the room, handles something, come back, and it's like a very short time. Let's say it's a minute. And all the chicken nuggets on her plate is gone. And so she's like, well, wait a minute. How did all those chicken nuggets go away? And she's like, I don't know. The little girl started pulling chicken nuggets out of her pocket, along with the fries with the barbecue sauce on them. And so, I'm happy that everything is good right now because she won.
Yeah.
But, man, I pray for your patience when she turns 2. I do. I pray for your patience because I know it's so many young parents and just parents in general that's like, can we just skip 2 and go straight to 3?
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like she getting started early already. Like she, like I live in a big house, like a family home. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up downstairs.
See?
Downstairs. She only won. She'll walk all the way downstairs. Then end up back upstairs.
Oh man. Also, man, on a serious note, man, you wanted to talk about police brutality, man. Why is that on your list of things to talk about?
So it was my song Distance. I don't know if you heard it or not, but I had a friend get shot by the police.
Wow.
Then I see all the other stuff going on in the world. As far as like the George Floyds, and we had George Floyds and Tyrese Nichols, and you know what I'm saying, things going on of that nature. And in that time, like when I was DMing you, right? I was also in the process of meeting this guy named Jamal Green.
Yeah,
he was
running for mayor.
Running for mayor, youngest. You know what I'm saying? If you would have won. He was touching on like how like the city put a lot of money into the police department. You know what I'm saying? Instead of tackling like the root problems, because we don't have too many. You know what I'm saying? We don't have too many programs funded for our youth. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have the right. What can I say? The right resources. And even with schools, like we got old books, they not getting us prepared for the life. You know what I'm saying? They teaching us what they want to teach us. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I want to touch on with that one.
So that's cool. So, one thing I do want to ask though, so with you being a father and stuff like that, and having to go through the trials and tribulations as far as being a parent, because it's not easy to be a parent. No. How does being a parent influence you as far as your music though? Like,
it's crazy because my daughter, like, this is ironic. My daughter actually like my music. Like I play my music and my daughter start doing like, you know what I'm saying, dance moves, or like I'll be in the room, let's say I'll be in the room recording or something. She'll come in the room, she'll grab the mic and try to sing in the mic. Like
she gotta lay her 16 down too.
Yeah.
So, like, okay. So we touched on your daughter and stuff like that, and we touched on your music. So like, just being in the city though, as far as like trying to do what you're doing in the city though, like let's talk about that. Like, what's it like for you to do it in the city? Because I feel like a lot of people have to move a certain type of way. Not even so much as saying like if you're affiliated with something or like just in general, like a lot of people have to move a certain type of way just based off their situations and what they got going on. So how is it like for you as far as still to even be an artist in the city? Because that's even different than just having to maneuver in the city in general. So how is it for you to have to maneuver in the city as far as being an artist?
So I'm from the west side of Chicago. A lot of times you could get overlooked. A lot of times you get overlooked as an artist in Chicago, and it could be because you're not gang affiliated, or you know what I'm saying, or you're not doing, you know what I'm saying, certain things. It's easy. It's real easy to get overlooked in the industry,
Most definitely. So,
especially in Chicago.
so what do you do to set yourself apart so that you don't get overlooked?
So I make different music. I make different type of music. I experiment myself. I dip and dab out of R&B to rap to pain to, you know what I'm saying, to all different type of music, and also marketing. You know what I'm saying, marketing, doing YouTube ads and things of that nature, doing things of that nature.
Most definitely. You definitely got to set yourself apart as far as doing certain things and making sure that you putting yourself out there a certain type of way to set yourself apart, though. Because it's if you really want to be technical, it's a lot of artists out here, though. It's a lot of people out here that's trying to make music, especially in our city. Like every other corner you turn, is somebody trying to rap.
Yeah,
Every other couple days, is somebody new coming out with a video trying
yeah,
to do what we do. But at the same time, it's not easy to do what we do. That's why a lot of people fall off, because to make a good song, it's hard to make a good song.
yeah,
It's even extremely harder to make a great song.
yeah,
And then it's like 20 times harder to make an actual hit, though. You feel me? A lot of people ain't making hits out here. You feel me? Like certain people make probably decent songs for the city, or decent songs for the moment.
you know what I'm saying, like a playlist.
Exactly. This ain't a lot of people ain't making songs that we bumping 5 years, 10 years in the future. You feel me? Like a lot of people ain't making songs like that. So that's why I don't really be worried about all the artists that's coming up in the city, because it's like, okay, I feel like a lot of people can't do what I do. You feel me? As far as being an artist and making good music consistently, though. You feel me? So what do you do as far as being an engineer, producer, artist that is different in your music than other artists in the city?
So usually I make my own beats, right? So that just goes to explain right there. Like I could do anything I want to do with my music. Anything I want to do. Anything I want to do. Experiment however I can. And just I don't want no type of artist where I go line for line in the studio. I don't just come in there. I don't write. I don't do none of that. I go line for line. So if it don't sound right, if it don't make sense, I'll take it out.
Bar for bar. What you know about that? Bar for bar.
Class is in session as usual.
Bar for bar. I don't know, because I'm an engineer, so I have a lot of artists that'll come in and they'll take their whole verse. Like me, I say a line, I'll probably say 4 lines, then stop.
For sure.
Say my next 4, then stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All freestyle though.
And for the people that don't know what that's called
Punching in, bro.
Punching in, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta punch in, though, you feel me? Even if you got your lyrics already ruled down, sometimes if you're trying to say certain things a certain type of way,
sometimes
you have to
too
punch
fast.
in. Exactly, because you might not have the breath to get the whole thing out, so you might have to punch in regardless.
Yeah.
See, that's another tip. See, I'm gonna stop dropping jewels on you.
No, you know what I was thinking over here that we gonna have to do with you is
What?
every time you start dropping jewels and you and the artist get into a deep conversation, you know I say class is in session. I got my pen and I got my notepad.
Yeah,
Or what's up? Is you're gonna have to put a prefix out there to let people know to get prepared, get their device out, and take all this down. Record this. That's what I need you to do. Is from this point forward, is when you're about to drop a bunch of deep stuff, is let them know, prepare, so that way they can go ahead, get their device out, start recording.
Almost definitely. That's what I might start doing for real. Start recording it is reels and stuff, and start putting it out there for the people, because what we saying is amazing, and
But-
people need to hear it though.
But you know what's funny is this takes me back to my co-host, V-Man. And V-Man had to step down due to health reasons. V-Man is actually from the West Side.
Yeah.
Actually still stays out West now.
Yeah.
And we had a segment called the Music Industry Tip of the Week, where every day from him being a producer, engineer, he would share different tips, do's and don'ts, and all that stuff. And I would always tell them, like, man, you got to take some of them ones that we use, man, and formulate that where people can listen to that, while they're driving and all that stuff, or even make it available where they can just go back and all that stuff. He's like, you really think so? And I was like, absolutely, man. I said, everybody doesn't know the stuff that you guys are sharing.
Yeah.
It's people think that it's common knowledge, but everybody doesn't know that. But man, I'm truly enjoying this conversation with my brother YTS Keys and our brother, man, Quano, Guapo, man, in the building, man. Man, we had 2 West Side artists on the show today, man. Telly Capone and...
You know what's so crazy? Like, me and Telly Capone used to hoop.
See?
We used to hoop together.
See?
Austin Town Hall, man. We used to hoop. I used to show him beats. He'll tell you. I used to show him beats. So we used to hoop like crazy.
See, you see that, man? See, he laughing because, like, there's a perception that I get excited more for the West Side artists than I do the other artists.
Yeah.
He do.
I get excited about when
He
I hit
put
290.
emphasis on that they from out west, 290. Like, I don't know why he do that though. That's because that's where he from. You feel me?
That's where you from?
Yeah, man. Like literally. Okay, so I grew up first like 10 years of my life, man. Literally right down the street from Weston House, Kezian, Ohio.
Okay, yeah.
So literally, first 10 years of my life, that's where I grew up at. Never forget it. And it's crazy because my program director for the Sunday show told me, man, you need to have more out west artists because I do notice that it seemed like your energy is through the roof when you have these West Side artists up.
Yeah.
And it's crazy though, because you know how you said Kezian. What did you say? Kezian what?
Kezian, Ohio.
I don't even know where that's at. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like
Really?
it's crazy because I would go out west and be super lost though. Like would not know how to get around. But y'all will come this way and still know how to get around though. That's why is it like that out west though? I never knew that though. Why is it like that?
Nah, so I think I think the reason is like that because like out south is like numbered.
Mm-hmm.
It's numbered most of the streets, so it's like how can I get lost if I know that this 41st right here? Like how can I possibly get lost? But you go out west, it ain't nothing but actual names of the streets. People don't know what Lawndale is.
Exactly. You want to know what area you in based off what you just said. Like
People don't know what Drake is. They don't know what that street is.
Right.
I didn't even know we had a street in Chicago named Drake.
See? Look at that, man. See,
Yeah.
that's why we have
Adam.
these conversations. Like, seriously, I love these conversations because they absolutely do bring us in and educate us, man.
And Uncle Remus better.
See? Come on, see, I knew that was good. We'll see, Quano, man. I'm gonna tell you, my goal is to, when it gets warmer outside, is for me to take Keith on a trip to Uncle Remus.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
my
you
goal.
got to.
Man.
You
That's
got
my goal.
to. Real sauce.
I hope
Get
so.
real drippy.
I hope so. I hope so, because I hate to be disappointed to go all the way out west and the chicken ain't right. You
No,
feel me?
man, let me put it this way. And Quano can attest to this. So,
Sure.
there was a time where Uncle Remus was under construction. You know what I'm saying? They was doing some remodeling and all that stuff. But when they reopened, and even still to the time since they reopened, the line is like out of this. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Yeah, I can vouch for you.
So wait, it's only
about
one Uncle Remus? It's like only one place to go? That's like one. That's why it's so special. It's only one place to go.
Nah, Quano.
No. It's they got different locations.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
they got 2 different Madison locations. I usually go to the one on Madison, like Central.
See?
So you can't go to Uncle Remus like in a different part of the city though. It's only out west.
Yeah, Uncle Remus is the only out west. Mm-hmm.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like 4030 Cottage? 4030 Cottage. I gotta slide over there. But it might not be authentic though. It might not
No,
be the
actually,
out
you
west
know what?
flavor.
Dre is right. They do have one on 43rd in College. Now that I think about it and everything, and that is under the West Side family, of course. That is. So the recipe for the one on 43rd in Cottage is the same as the one out west. From what I
ain't
heard. Yeah, they do. Actually, I thought about that when he
I
was
didn't know
because yeah, thanks for chiming in, Dre, and everything because they do. I was sitting here and I was like, it seemed like they got another location, and I just sort of drew a blank. And what was coming to me is that it wasn't that far from where we was broadcasting from, but I just couldn't think of like the intersection in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. But even though that one's closer, we really should go to the home base one. We really should.
Out of first one.
We really should go to the home base one out west is what I'm saying. Like nothing against the south side one, but we really should go to where it was birthed
Where
at.
it originated at.
Right. That's where we really should go.
Yeah, you definitely got to start from the roots.
Right. So Quano Guapo is here, man. I want you to talk to us, man, real quick before we get ready to wrap it up, man. Talk to us about your album, man, where they can follow you at social media wise, man, and just anything else you want us to know about in these remaining moments.
All right, so the album is called Reinvention. I actually got a deluxe dropping to that on, well, I ain't even got a specific date, but it's in April for sure.
So what
But-
can we really expect on that though? Like what type of vibe and what type of songs you trying to bring on there?
So really that whole album, I'm just bringing the message. I'm bringing the message because reinvention, like I'm pretty much revamping myself and my career. My image, the way I move, the way I stack my bread, the way I market, the way I do everything. Like I said to myself that all that had to change from the way I was doing it at first.
So we should expect change, a whole
Yeah.
new flow,
And-
a whole new everything.
And the reinvention process started last year. It started like last year because I started reaching bigger numbers, shooting more videos, doing more marketing. My album made it to Lyrical Lemonade, and you know what I'm saying, got an article on that, and you know what I'm saying, things of that aspect.
Most definitely. So I do want to thank you for coming out, chopping it up with us and stuff like that. It's always good to chop it up with an artist and stuff like that, especially artists from different areas, because you always get a different outlook on the city and then different outlooks on why they make the type of music that they make. So I'm definitely glad you came out and you chopped it up with us. What you got to say, Brian, before we get up out of here?
Man, I want my brother, man, Quano Guapo, man, to give out that social media, man, and then visual wise, man. We gotta check out some of your dope visuals, man. Direct us to how we do that.
You can find me at Quano Guapo on everything from Facebook to YouTube to Instagram to TikTok, anything.
Well, brother, man, continue success, man, on all that you do, man. Thank you for, man, definitely coming and spending a little time with us today, man.
Word.